Aloha, thank you for joining me for our next strategy, which is survey others. So let's dig into what this strategy is. So this strategy is where you ask people you trust and admire what they do or what they may do, what they may feel, what they may think about the situation that you're in. And you might share with them your distortions, your apprehension, your hesitation, and ask for their honest opinions. So we know, right, that surveys, polls, questionnaires, like everybody uses them because what happens is if you survey the right people, if you survey the right amount of people, you will get information that you can use, right? That will help you to guide your actions. And so that's the whole idea of this survey. Okay. Now you're going to get information on what they have done and their results. And you're going to ask as many trusted confidants as you need to until you feel comfortable. And I think that's as an educator, I've seen that that's where people miss the mark. Is they will ask trusted confidants and they ask one or two and then they don't get the right information and they stop asking. You need to continue to ask until you feel comfortable and empowered with the information that you received. So how do you do this? There's 6 basic steps, and of course this is just meant to be a guide, and you can adjust these steps as the situation calls for. The first step is you're going to ask the opinion of trusted people. Right now, you have to be careful here because you're not going to ask, even though you have trusted people in your sphere, right, in your network. You have to be mindful of asking the right person, the person who's had the most experience with the thing that you're questioning. Step 2 is you're going to research, right, the decisions that were made by these trusted others and their outcomes, because again, if they've had experience, that'll just increase the validity to their responses. And then step 3, first you need to know, right, the outcome that you want, and then find an action that will result in what you want. And so as you're asking these trusted others about their opinions and for their experience, you want to make sure that when you're asking them, right, you're in your mind, you're envisioning the outcome that you want so that you can find the action that will result in just what you want. Step 4, once you find you survey your trusted others in your network and you know which people are going to give you the best advice based on their journey, right? And then the outcome you want. You're gonna get the ball in motion, and in this process you've got to celebrate the completion of each step, each action, and then you're going to share your progress, right? So you're wanting to do this continuously until it's just not a need, right? And then of course you want to celebrate the completion of the entire goal. So you want to make this your journey, but you also want to involve other people, because that'll help you not just with the accountability, but just with that practice of celebrating the little things, right? You want to stay positive, you want to keep motivated, and you want to share these experiences because while it's helping you, it will empower others as well. Now, the practice here, you see in yellow, it says list 5 people here whom you trust that would help you through your cognitive distortions, your hesitations, your just your journey, right? And you're going to keep them in mind for when you need them. So basically what you're doing is you're learning the strategy, you kind of keep putting it in your mind, and then because you're learning the strategy, right? You want to be able to put the 5 people down that will be the ones that you will survey when you need. And of course, this list can change. You can add to the list, but this is just a general idea on how to use this strategy of surveying others. Now, you might use this strategy, but what we're trying to do here in Challenge Your Thoughts workbook is make it a habit, right? Make this strategy of serving others a part of your everyday thinking. And so I want to share with you this idea in action in my life and in my current goal. And so here's my situation. Sometimes I doubt myself, and even though I continue on the path and I keep persevering and I keep using the strategies, I need to survey others and look for affirmation. And so I'm going to ask people who I know me well and who will tell me the truth and who I can trust for specific decisions. And so I am right now smack dab in the middle of creating a marketing plan for this business that I'm growing. Now I believe that this business, one day someone will want to buy it. A big organization will want to buy it from me, because it's going to be powerful in terms of, it's going to be a place where people turn to for motivation, for inspiration, and for help when they need to break down the barriers that sometimes they construct in their own minds. Now, for this particular need that I have, I'm going to, because I already have. I've consulted other resources, and did some research online, and then used my past experiences, talk with other people. But I'm also going to use my mom as a big resource, because I know that she's created marketing plans and she's been successful. So now I'm going to run through the steps, right? The steps that I use during this thought process. Step 1, opinions of others, right? I'm going to ask other people's opinions, because I'm always looking for, just to be empowered and affirmed. And everyone's experiences are so valuable. And if I listen to their experiences, even if they're not as far along as me on my particular journey, it's still going to empower me. So I'm always going to be looking for other people's opinions. And I see other people's opinions as very valuable. And so I'm always going to look for that. That's step 1. Step 2, like I shared, is research the actions and of others and their outcomes. So in looking for the right person that I need to survey, I'm going to see which person who knows me the best and who can use that information and their experiences and empower me with the gift of their experiences. Step 3, I want to know the outcomes, right? And so, like I was sharing earlier, I need to create a step-by-step plan that helps me feel like I'm on the right path, helps me feel like I'm organized, and helps me feel like I can actually complete this. And I know in my mind that this idea, this creation that I am working on is going to be powerful, because it's going to help other people stay on the right path and inspire them as they're creating and they're walking their own journey. So I needed to envision that from the very beginning. And then step 4, I want to be mindful of celebrating the completion of each step. I've been doing that because I've been updating people, right? Which leads me to step 5, right? I'm celebrating that in myself, celebrating that with other people. I'm updating them on my progress, sharing with them the website and the different creations, and eliciting their opinions and taking in their congratulations, right, and compliments. And then step 6, right? Once I get to the entire goal, or the actual goal, right? Is once I get there, I'm going to update the people I trust with the good news. Now, I haven't gotten there yet, but I know, because I've envisioned it. I know what I'm working for. I know I'm going to get there. It's like all the other goals that I've completed in my life, right? They have been big goals. I've gotten there. I know that this, because I've envisioned it, I know the direction that I'm going. I'm going to update them, and I'm going to share with them that good news when it happens. All right, so I hope that this strategy was helpful for you. The next strategy that we're going to work on in the next video is the strategy of arguing like an attorney. All right, thank you again for joining me, and until next time, aloha.